Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We are a cloud nation. We are the United States of the world. We're an emerging nation. We've been around for about 3 years, a little bit short of 3 years, and we've been putting in the foundations. We have our economy, our treasury, our currency, our social services all in place. And we are now putting in our industries, our income generating plans, because every country, every business, every whatever, everything needs income. If there's no income, then there's nothing that can happen. So we have our own programs, we have third-party plans that we promote, and everything is designed to stimulate our economy, increase the liquidity of our currency, and of course its value as well. And when that happens, we will then be in a position to benefit more our members. At the moment, the members can benefit from commissions earned on our different plans. I suppose they would be called business opportunities if they weren't within our community. We like to look upon them as industries, in the same way that maybe a country has an industry that builds cars or mines coal or produces oil or offers financial services, all these different things that countries do to generate income. And we have a similar situation where we have multiple different ways that we can generate income, and any member that helps promote those earns commissions and can make instant commissions with withdrawals as long as they've got a minimum of $10 in commission. It's as simple as that. So we are in a good situation now. We're building on really solid foundations and looking forward to 2023, but I'll go into that in more detail in a moment. We also give our currency to all our members every month for rewards for doing simple tasks like logging in. And we also have a free raffle that we run every month where we have hundreds, thousands of prize winners, ranging from a few cents up to tens of thousands of dollars paid once again in our currency. And that is building wealth for the future for people. We're here for generations to come. We're not here for a few weeks, few months, few years even. We're here literally for generations to come, and we're helping our members build a legacy for their family, for now and for the future. Who can be a member? Anybody. We are the United States of the world, and we welcome people from every continent, every country, every color, class, creed, gender, financial status, educational level, any different backgrounds, any height, weight, all those are superficial differences and we don't recognize them. We are a non-separatist organization. We see everybody as just part of our family, as human beings, the same as you or I or anybody else. And we recognize that every human being is totally unique and so has something unique to offer our community. And with that said, they are of equal value to everybody else in the community and should be treated and are treated with equal love and respect. So here we go. I am now going to head over to Facebook because we should be streaming live on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. And if there are any hiccups, they tend to be in the link between the app we use and Facebook. Also, we get more comments in Facebook than anywhere else, so I'm heading over there right now to Facebook, We Share Abundance Publicly group. And when we get there, all being well, Facebook will produce our page. Come on, yeah, there we go. When we get there, I'll be looking for the 16th of March, which I've found so far so good. Click to expand. Turn off speakers so we don't get any feedback. Excuse me. And in addition to Lewis from Portugal, who is in on YouTube, we have Akpomade in from Nigeria, Andrew from New Zealand. It's already Friday morning there in New Zealand. I'm not sure if there's a lot of celebration for St. Patrick's Day in New Zealand, but it will be St. Pat's Day in New Zealand already. It will be tomorrow here and in Ireland, of course, and in the United States. It's a big day in a lot of cities in the United States. We've got Kingsley from Manchester, UK, and he's letting me know I'm coming through loud and clear. Thank you, Kingsley. Always appreciated when we know that things are working. Right, we'll be getting started right now with a short prayer. The short prayer is there to help us find true happiness in life. Happiness can't be bought. It doesn't matter how much money you've got, you won't necessarily be happy. Money won't make you happy, won't make you sad either. It's simply a tool. But true happiness can only be found through loving service to others. And the great thing about loving service to others is when you concentrate on that and you make that your way of life, you'll find that everything that you want and need in life actually automatically flows to you. It's a natural law. It's as natural as gravity. It's something that always happens. And chasing money, very few people are successful at. Those that are usually accumulate very large fortunes. They're not necessarily happy until they once again find that true happiness comes from loving service to others. Cash will help you have pleasures from buying the things you've always wanted, paying off your bills, and doing all sorts of things. But they'll be short lived, and you'll always be searching for more and more and more until you concentrate on loving service to others, and then you'll feel that warm glow, that happiness within. And as I say, everything that you want and need in life will flow to you. It's a much easier and pleasanter way to have everything you want in life and to be truly happy. And we've got Richard in from Devon. And we are now starting with that short little prayer I just mentioned. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love each member finds the joy of service. Through service, bless each member, that they may attract true happiness and everything that they want and need into their life. Amen. Okay. We also have a little affirmation we do, which helps us maintain that non-separatist ideology, with everybody being just part of the same family, and we don't pigeonhole them into different categories or anything. Everybody is just classed as a lovely, loving human being in the created in the image of God. So that affirmation goes like this: we're so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world, with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay, who else have we got? So that's it for now, I think, in the comments section. Right, I'm going to get straight into things. It's been a busy day today. I've been trying to get everything sorted out because tomorrow I'm going to be traveling most of the day. I am traveling to meet Dave Cutler, who is the COO of Avasu. He's in the UK currently for exhibitions and things, and he's based in London. But I won't be meeting him in London. That's the last place I want to go to. Um, but I will be meeting him, and it'll be a few hours drive tomorrow, getting there, getting sorted out and everything. And so I'm hoping that I will be able to organise for the normal time our meeting tomorrow with the updates, and perhaps be able to give you some information on talking with Dave about Abazoo, about one or two of the things that I have a few queries on, that I can then pass that information on to you. So it's been a productive day today as well. There's some good news, some, that's not really bad news, it's just a situation. And I'll explain about that in a moment. If you saw the scheduled broadcast, it was about, um, it was an image about making money from playing games online. And that is one of the things we have planned for the near future. And I'll be going into that a bit more in a second. But first of all, I'll tell you where we are with the development that Devian's been working on. She had problems with some JavaScript errors. It's just not worked out for her today to get the pay it forward stuff all done and dusted and loaded. It happens. So um, hopefully she'll get it all sorted tomorrow. I say I won't be around for most of the day, but um, I hope to be in contact at some point tomorrow. Um, Probably mid-afternoon or something like that, and then I'll be playing catch up on all the things that I missed through the morning. But we'll see what we can get done. I'm not exactly sure what time I'm meeting Dave and where, so that'll be interesting as well. We'll have to connect tomorrow sometime to get that sorted out. But I'm heading for the region, and I'm stopping overnight to. It would be just too much to drive there and back in one day. It would be 15 or 16 hours driving to get there and back in one day. Um, so we are travelling, and we will be staying there overnight. And we got Deborah in from Southern Alabama, US of A. She's a bit late today, so she's missed the prayer, but I know she always does it herself anyway if she misses it. Okay, so that's Devian has been working on that all day, but we've been in contact with some groups with quotes for the game site, the trivia games that we will be launching. It's going to be very powerful. It's going to produce a lot of income for We Share Abundance. It may take a while to get going, but it's going to be something that I think will be one of the mainstays of our economy. I think we've narrowed it down to the team that we want. I won't be able to get in touch with them now until Monday. I don't have time tomorrow. So hopefully Monday or Tuesday of next week we'll get together and we'll be able to finalise something. Their quote is not the cheapest and it's not the most expensive, but they seem to be the most professional, and I think we will get what we want from them. But we've got to finalise it all with Deviani to help me on the technical side of things, and we'll be going through their quote with a fine tooth comb. So that's the good news. Is I think we're very, very close to getting that started. The bad news is we don't have enough money to do it. Why? Well, largely because the share offering we did, we've just not had enough people taking up the shares. I think we sold 126 shares out of a possible 1,000. So we have to raise more cash. How can we raise more cash? Well, the first and obvious way is to sell more shares. So I'll be putting something together there, which will be going out hopefully over the weekend, depending on how busy I get. And it will be expressing the offer now. We had 1,000 shares available, and at 1,000 shares, um, the rewards were very good, potentially, as we build our player base and the number of games played. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce the number of shares from 1,000. Probably we need another 20 grand is what we need, another $20,000, because to get this game site up and running in a really professional way, it's got to be good, it's got to be right. The first impression's got to be spot on. We don't want to be getting people in there and not having a good experience because we'll lose them. We want people to come along, really enjoy it, have fun, refer it to other people and play more times than once or twice or 3 times or 4 times or 5 times a day. Our estimates are based on income for um, 5 plays, 5 plays per month per person. And that is based on that because that is what most of the statistics that you find online are about. You know, they talk about Candy Crush having, I think, 250 million players that play more than 5 times a month. I think we'll get people that are playing more than 5 times a day, but we're basing our projections on our people playing at least 5 times a month. There's no way of knowing exactly what we will produce at this time. I'm optimistic that we'll do really, really well. We don't need to be at the Candy Crush level or the Angry Birds level to make significant income for not only our members but for the liquidity pools and We Share Abundance in general. It's going to be, as I say, a major income source. But we need realistically about another 20 grand because say we've only sold, I think it's 126 shares, and that includes one that somebody bought today. What I'm going to do is, you know, if we got another 200 shares sold, we'd be home and dry. It wouldn't give us the same power that we would have had if we'd have sold 1,000 shares, but I don't think that's going to be anything like possible at the moment. People will want more when it's too late. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce the number of shares available from 1,000 to 400. The effect of that will be that people that hold the shares, instead of having a 1,000th share of the income per share, they will have a 1/400th. So it means that the income that we project, instead of it being, for example, if we projected $4,000, instead of it being $4,000, it would be, what would it be? It would be something like $10,000. It would be around about 10 times as much income that each share will produce because we're reducing the number of shares. We will, until we actually place the order, continue to sell them at the same price, $100 each. If we've not sold them all and we place the order, the price will go up because we'll be right into the throes of getting the thing up and launched and running. And that is when people are going to really want to buy the shares, and they're going to cost them a bit more because they've not had um, the foresight to buy them when we're in this early stage. It won't be very long before the price increases, whatever happens. But we do need to sort it out with the developers that we choose, to make sure that our funding and their requirements and our requirements all come into line and are met. Now, if we don't raise the cash from the shares sales, and as I say, I'll be putting that offer together and it'll be going out over the weekend, hopefully, depending on my traveling and everything. Then what it means is we will have to use cash from the income that we generate from the Turnkey Cash Cow campaigns that we will be seeing launched in the near future. That is something that I'm loath to do because that income would help quickly put funds into the um, liquidity pools and enable us to do a lot for the members with those funds. But we do need also to move this project, this trivia site project forward. And so if we have to borrow from Peter to pay Paul, then that's what we'll have to do. If we don't get the response to the shares offer, we will have to use the funds that would have gone into the liquidity pool to get the trivia game site launched, and then we will have those two major streams of income coming in instead of just the one. I'm hoping that we can put together an offer that's attractive enough for the for the games platform that we can raise that additional cash. We need, as I say, realistically, to sell another couple of hundred shares. If we can do that, that would be wonderful. If um, if we can't, we'll find a way anyway. There is always a way, um, and it may well be largely involving the revenue that we generate from the Turnkey Cash Cow marketing campaign, which, as I say, it should be launching in the very near future. Um, that really is the major update. As I say, I spent time with several potential um, organisations for this, and I think we've narrowed it down, and I think we will be going with this one, but we need to finalise everything, and it will be next week, Monday or Tuesday, probably, before I can get on a call with them all, with Debiani involved as well, and we'll get it all sorted out and worked out. But it's exciting. It's exciting. We will get there one way or another. And we've got Peter in from Portugal as well. Multiply Weaver, can you advise the methodology as to how the login ads are published, whether 10 entries with 20 credits is more impactful to those logging in than one entry with 200 credits? I don't understand your question there, Peter. Whether 10 entries with 20 credits is more impactful to those logging in than one entry with 200 credits. Um, Sorry, I just don't understand what you're getting at there. The login ads in Multiply Weezer, um, whatever they cost, whatever they are credit-wise, has no impact whatsoever um, on their usefulness. You place a login ad in Multiply Weeds, and every time somebody logs in, there is a rotation of the ads that are available that people have put up there, and one person will see that ad when they go to log in. The next person that logs in will see another ad, and so on. The more people that log in, the more views these ads get. The more ads there are, the more rotations there are. The cost of the ad has no effect on the um, utility of the advertising. So I don't really understand your question. I'm sorry, Peter. Um, there is a possibility that we will be reducing the number of ads that you get, because at the moment, realistically, we're far too inexpensive. You get 1,000 views for just $5. Um, will 10 entries with 20 credits be used up quicker than one entry with 200 credits? No. One entry is one display is one display. You get 1,000 displays for $5 currently, and if we made it 1,000 for $10, or 1,000 or 100 for $5 or whatever, the usage is based on the number of people, the number of times it's been displayed. It's got nothing to do with the cost or the credits or anything else. If you've got X number of views, you've got X number of views, and you will always get that number of views, and it will be they'll be used up quicker or slower depending on the number of people that log in. It has no effect on the number of credits. I don't really understand what you're talking about with 10 entries for 20 credits, or one entry with 200 credits. I still don't understand your question really, but the cost of the ad has no effect on how quickly they are used up. It only means if it's a lower cost, you've got more credits. If it's a higher cost, you've got less credits. But those credits that you've got, those views that you get for that page, how quickly they are used depends on how many people are logging in on a daily basis. And I don't have the figures for that at the moment. I know it will be increasing as we move forward, but I can't give you the numbers for it. But it's a good effective form of advertising, is a login ad. Okay. I don't know whether that's answered your question, Peter, because I don't really understand what you're trying to get at. Okay, and I'm sorry, it's not your fault, it's my fault for not understanding. So that's where we are with the game site. It's all coming together. Those two major projects, the advertising campaign for the Turnkey Cash Cow people and the Trivia Games site, will create a huge boost in our income. Once that income boost is recognized and realized by the members, there will be an additional boost because people will start getting involved in doing things with it as well. Because apart from just playing the games and the potential to win large amounts of cash from playing the games, um, you can also generate quite a large income from referring others to play the games. Um, and of course, the Turnkey Cash Cow members will be putting in money in their pockets, but more importantly, from the overall view from Share Abundance, they will be bringing in a large number of new members, some at the Turnkey Cash Cow level and some at lower levels, and it'll be all different levels that people will join. But there will be a big influx of new members coming in through that advertising campaign, and that will again boost the economy in addition to the funds that are generated from the advertising. It's a little bit complicated to explain in a one live session here, but um, as we get going, we'll be able to produce some of the figures and explain it through real figures in real time rather than speculation, which is all it is at the moment, really. But it's speculation based on some very good. Um, okay, so that really it covers what I've got for you today. Oh, there is a bit of news from that mining one Bitcoin thing. We did manage to draw some more cash out uh, today, and or last night, or early this morning. I can't remember when we drew it, but it it it's available after about 8:15 at night, and I can't remember when I drew it. But we did get paid, and we are now um, actually in profit, which is amazing because I thought we were going to lose money on that, and unfortunately, I know that Richard is still in a position of losing money. But let me just tell you where we are with um, just it's I've still got it in. Is it going to come up for me? Have we got it there? No. Let let's see if I can find it another way. Just a minute. Here we go. Right. We are actually $23.10 in profit. Um, I doubt whether we will get to the point where we will double our money, which was what was supposed to happen, but you never know. Let's see if we can get some more cash out today. Probably be about another $20, $23, something like that, if we can. And that is a big improvement on where I thought we were going to be, which was basically losing $300. So we've got our money back, and we are in a small profit at the moment. Will I be reinvesting that with them? No, not on your life. Okay, but let's let's see. It's perhaps a useful plan for people that have just sort of $10 or $12 to get started with. They're not going to double their money in a month or anything because those low plans pay less. But it's something that you can get involved in for $10 or $12, where you perhaps wouldn't have the ability to do that in most plans. It's pretty low cost to get started with, and if you start generating income from it, you can then get up to maybe $20 and get into something more stable like AAS. You can get in there for $20. Um, and then as that starts paying, you'll be able to get involved in other plans as well, you know. So it perhaps has its uses, but you've got to be very careful and wary of it, and don't get involved in anything other than those two basic plans that they have. But from a We Share Abundance point of view, thankfully we are now in profit, and maybe we'll actually make a little bit more money. We'll just have to see how long it goes for. Which wallet is best to transfer crypto to? The one that you like best. It depends on what you want to do it with, Kingsley. Whether you're trying to get it to a point where uh, you're holding your crypto, or whether you want to exchange your crypto for your currency. I know you're in the UK, so whether you want to change it into pounds, um, whether you want to use it because you're putting money into plans and pulling money out of plans and putting it into others, as a sort of account where you're switching things. In the UK, I think Binance is as good as any. Um, it's lower cost than a lot of other plans. It's a little bit more complicated to use than some other wallets. If you're not in the UK, you may not be able to use Binance. It's not available everywhere, but I think it's available pretty much throughout Europe. Binance.us, as opposed to Binance.com, available in most states in the United States, not in all states. But I like Binance because it covers most currencies on most blockchains. For example, if you're holding Tether, which is a stable coin, you might have $100 worth of Tether in your account in Binance, and you might want to put some of it into a plan that accepts Tether on the Tron blockchain. You can send it on the Tron blockchain. You might find another plan that will only take it on the Ethereum blockchain. You can send Tether also on the Ethereum blockchain and so on. You don't have to have separate account. You know, Tether to Binance is Tether, and then when you send it, you just pick how you want to send it. So it's all in one place. You haven't got lots of different tethers, you know, which sometimes is a hassle because you don't have enough TRC20, but you've got ERC20, and then you have to convert it. You don't have to do that with Binance. Binance is all just as Tether, and you send it in the way that you choose, and there are lots of different options. And the fees tend to be lower than a lot of other wallets. So Binance for me, I like, but it's a personal choice. There's no right or wrong. It's what suits you best. It'd be interesting to see when we get the cards and the account from Infinity Club Cards, which we've ordered. It'll probably be with us within the next weeks, and then we'll be able to have a look at that and see how well that works. But of course, that involves an initial cost, but it means that you have the ability to buy and sell and exchange crypto all within your own little environment in your own account there. And spending it is just as easy as using your debit card. Whether you've got Bitcoin or Litecoin or dollars or yen or whatever it is, the debit card will work for you. So at the moment, it's a little bit of theory because they're only new, and we haven't got the cards yet, but I'm optimistic that that will be a wonderful platform for people. The downside, as I say, is you have to buy the card initially. Once you bought it, you bought it. There is a monthly fee with it, Um, but the main downside really is that initial purchase price, the setup cost, if you like, which I think it starts at $200 and it goes up to a lot of thousands of dollars if you're going to be moving massive amounts of crypto. Um, it's unlikely that I would ever need anything like that. My account is just the basic, and I think that allows me $5,000 a day or something like that, more than that, perhaps even. I can't remember. It's certainly more than I anticipate ever needing to uh, to use. Um, so that will be another option, but it's still in the early stages for that. But wallet-wise, there's loads and loads of them. Just find the one that you like. One of the simplest to use, I think, is Atomic Wallet, but they seem to have put their fees up quite a lot. Um, I think they're like twice as much as Binance for the fees, if you're transferring your currency. But from a usage point of view, it's really a simple platform to use. Um, but it's up to you. Everybody has their own preferences, like, which is the best bank? Is it Barclays or Lloyds or Bank of America or what, whatever, is it the Bundesbank or whatever they are? Um, it's down to personal choice. Okay, I'm sorry I can't be more informative than that for you. But basically, I personally use Binance. Nexo Wallet is a good one um, as well, but they don't do as many coupons, or not coupons, what they call them, tokens or coins, as Binance. So you might find that in Nexo, they uh, they don't handle one of the coins you want to be using. But it's a good solid wallet. Okay, there's lots of them. There's lots of them. Okay, I think that pretty much covers what I've got. I will try and get out that offer, but those of you that have got shares in the Fun Miracles site, then you know that they're going to be worth even more, because I am going to limit the number of shares. We got nowhere near the 1,000 shares sold that I would have liked. Would have given us everything we needed to get really going and put a lot of marketing out and do a really professional job. So now we will do a really professional job on the website marketing. We'll have to take uh, a backward step, and it will be very limited. But um, we'll get there. We'll get there anyway. Okay. Let me just check in Melon and see if we've got any other people in there. I know that Lewis from Portugal is in there. Um, Let me scroll down and see. We've got Facebook, and see if we've got any questions, more importantly. We have from Twitch, we've got Sheddy1 saying hello. Not sure what country he's from, but you're very welcome. Bitcoin long or short? A good question. Um, I think the market is picking up. It's been a bear market for a couple of years. I think we've got a bull market around the corner. So it's up to you, but I'm not a financial advisor, so uh, make your own decisions. Um, right, that pretty much covers it. I will endeavour to be here at the same time as usual tomorrow. If there is any change in that, I will let you know. I won't know until I've been able to see Dave or at least communicate with Dave and see when we will be meeting up and spending time discussing important things. Um, Happy Trails. That's Roy Rogers. Who's that? That's got to be old. Let me just check that. Happy Trails to you, Richard Atkins. Happy Trails, yeah. Roy Rogers and Dale Evans. Um, I don't think I don't think the show aired over here, but certainly, um, I, as a kid, used to get Roy Rogers albums for Christmas. Okay, where are we? Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is I will let you know. It'll be posted in the Facebook group. I'll try and get it out in a message to you if I'm not going to be around at the normal time. One way or another, we will get together. But until tomorrow, I'm usually here, and until tomorrow, unless you hear anything different, I will be here at a normal time of 7 o'clock London time on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group. We share abundance publicly. Until tomorrow, be Weezer Warriors. Get out there, share love and abundance, go the extra mile, and help people out. And you'll find true happiness in life. With that said, I love you all. Lots of exciting things happening at the moment. Regardless of any obstacles, we will overcome them. We will be leaping over them, hurdling over them, um, like some champion hurdler. I don't know. I don't know much about hurdles or track and field, but whatever. We will be there at the finish line in the not too distant future. On those projects, there'll always be more. Okay. So until tomorrow, God bless you all. I love you all. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being We Share Abundance. Get out there, go the extra mile. I'll see you all tomorrow. Until then, this is all kid. Horse racing, okay? um, yeah, Red Rum as well, wasn't it? Red Rum was a famous one. Um, would have appealed to Russ, I think. Red Rum. Okay, that's it from me. I'll see you later, alligator, in a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later. Go the extra mile.